Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a glorious Current Events Monday podcast over here at the Cantina Corner podcast. I am your host, Adam, with my co-hosts here, Cody and Nick. I am happy to be back in my normal setup for the time being. Unfortunately, I don't know if you noticed my mic quality is a little different. I forgot my other mic where I came from, but I will get that fixed. No worries. But yes, I am back. So this looks a little better. And we are going to get into some current events. But before we do that, I want to just advertise some of the stuff. Now, we've got a lot more followers here on our Facebook page and for the podcast show that we are doing. Just want to start off by saying thank you so much for everybody that has followed the page, liked the page, joined any of the platforms that we're on, Discord, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all of them. We're on every single one. Cantina Corner, look it up. You will find it. We are currently sitting at, last I checked earlier today, 324. Which is amazing, because we just passed a milestone of 300. What was it, a couple days ago, guys?
Yeah, Friday.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's fantastic because we were looking at that as a huge milestone for us. So I can't thank all of you enough for supporting the show and liking what we do. I've been seeing a lot of interests with a lot of different things that we just started as far as a giveaway that we're doing here that they're doing for baseball that they talk about every Wednesday. That's something you should look into for sure. Is there still spots open for that, guy?
I think there's one spot left in the fantasy league. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I think there's one spot left. So filled up pretty quick.
Yeah.
So if any of you are interested, if it doesn't get filled up by the time that this gets put out tonight, here 15/2021, definitely check that out. We got a fantasy baseball league going on here with Cantina Corner podcast. All of us are in it, the three of us, plus a lot of other people. I think it was like 10 spots total we have?
Yeah. So minus us, we have 7 other followers.
Yeah, so there's 7 other followers in there. We've got one spot left. Hopefully it doesn't get filled by the time you hear this and you can hop in and join. Even if you don't know baseball, which I don't, I'm just doing it for fun. If you want to be a part of that, definitely check that out. They're also doing a baseball. So check out the post on our Facebook page about that. They're doing that on MLB The Show. What is it? 2K21?
There you go. You got it.
Yep.
There I go. See?
It's not 2K, but it's MLB The Show 21. That's what the name of it.
I thought 2K did
nothing
that.
to do with 2K. That's a total different.
No.
All right.
It's
Well,
the version.
Well, my bet. But there is a giveaway for a free game. It's a game you don't have to pay for, so why the fuck not?
Yep.
Definitely check those out. And like always, follow us on all our social medias and stay in the loop with stuff. Get in the Discord. Last I checked, we had 37 members. Actually, let me look right now to give you a current count. Yeah, we have 37 members in the Discord, not including us. So hop in on that. We're still loading up with a lot of information. And yeah, let's get this current events kicked off.
Yeah.
I know there was a lot of stuff that I know Cody had brought up to my attention that a lot of stuff with NFL free agency going on right now.
Yep. Started today. The doors were opened.
So there's a ton of moves.
And money was being spent.
I can fucking imagine. I'm looking at all the stuff that we have here in the Discord, and there's some big moves that happened. I know the biggest thing that was as far as like legends, I guess you could say, Drew Brees is finally retired.
Yeah, Drew Brees retired this weekend.
Yeah,
which is it's weird. It's like he's been around. What, 2004 is when he started?
Something like that. He's been in the league like 19 years.
Yeah, maybe a couple years before 04, because I think 04 is when they actually drafted Phillip Rivers, I believe.
Yeah, he was with the Chargers for like 3 years.
Yeah, I know it was early in the 2000s because I saw some post about it where they had correct me if I'm wrong, anybody that's listening.
When was Katrina?
2006.
That's when he went to the Saints.
Okay, so then yeah, it was
because he went to the Saints like right when that happened.
Okay,
they won the Super Bowl. Yeah, it's like first or second. They won the Super Bowl.
I mean, either way, he's been in the league for a minute.
Yeah,
he's a monster.
He's a goat. He's one of the goats.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, honestly, that I wish could have had more Super Bowl chances. I felt like he deserved it for everything that he dragged that team through. And it sucks. It sucks that I won't see him get another Super Bowl or even get a chance for it. But I mean, hey, he went out on top. Everyone knows how good he is.
Yeah.
I mean, he had the record for the most passing yards until I think that was passed, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think Brady surpassed him for that and the touchdown. I think he's second in that and touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, it's still a milestone. I mean, he broke it before someone else passed him. So the fact that he achieved, I mean,
he does have the most 5,000-yard passing seasons.
like a fucking
It's
legend.
insane. I mean, he was one of the first, like before like the passing craze started in the NFL.
Yeah.
Drew Brees was putting up 5,000-yard passing seasons. I mean, it's crazy. He had like, I want to say he had like 3 of them before another QB even had one. It was some crazy stat like that.
I mean, the dude is a stud.
But
Yeah.
he was a monster. He's on the Mount Rushmore of quarterbacks.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh, yeah.
At least for our generation. You'll get those
mean,
old school ones, but
I don't know. Even still, like, I really think him, Manning, and Brady are like literally the 3 greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game. I don't even care whatever era you put it in.
You're not going to put Joe Montana in there?
Nah.
Joe
Montana got it done, dude.
He did get it done. I just never was a fan or a huge fan of his. So I mean,
get it. I mean, we were kind of older young when he was
somebody's pick. So
yeah,
you guys pick it. I don't, but yeah, at least those 3, like for sure. I really think you could put them in any era and they would dominate.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think you have to put Joe Montana in that on the Rushmore. You have to put him on there. You have to, whether you like him or not. And you'll get a lot of people who put Elway on there, and I'm not doing that. I'll put Otto Graham on there. I think Otto Graham's one of those dudes.
That would be my 4th pick, just because biased. I'd have to go Otto Graham. So,
but
no, I agree. I mean, he's top tier, and I don't know if anyone that was watching Joe Montana. I kept thinking of that scene from Waterboy, and he's like, "That's the best running back I've ever seen since Joe Montana." He's like, "Joe Montana was a quarterback, you idiot."
Yeah.
Every time I hear his name, I just see those 2 idiots sitting up in the stands. It just kills me every time.
Yeah. But imagine going from Drew Brees to Jameis Winston.
My God.
They just signed him again today. 1-year deal.
I would think Taysom Hill was going to start over him, honestly.
I would too, but they're giving Winston like $12 million for this year. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I guess when you think about the quarterback pay scale, though, I guess $12 million really is low for.
I mean, we're paying Case Keenum to back up Baker like 11, I think.
So yeah. I mean, I guess in terms of that, it's not much, but I still wouldn't want to pay him that much.
I agree.
Yeah, and speaking of quarterbacks, because I don't know if anything happened with him. I can't think of his name on the top of my head. The quarterback of the Texans,
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, did he get moved anywhere? Did he get out of there? Because I know he's been begging and like basically saying like, "I'm getting killed here. Like my career is dead if I stay." So they didn't do anything with him.
No, they're not, and they won't unless somebody says, "Hey, here's our franchise." You're not. I mean, I fucking hate Deshaun Watson. I think he's a cocky, overrated fuck. But I didn't hold back there whatsoever.
Apparently not.
I do. I say overrated. Like I would put him. He's in the top 5 probably for quarterbacks right now.
He is still a good quarterback.
And I'll acknowledge that he's a great quarterback to have. There's not many better than him. I just don't like him. I just don't like him. I don't know. I have never liked him, and it might be because he played for Clemson and he beat the shit out of Ohio State. Even though I called that, I didn't think Ohio State would play good that game. Yeah. But I have never liked his demeanor or attitude. Like I've always liked players like Baker Mayfield, who was like, yeah, the Browns suck, but I want to go there. I'm the guy. And Deshaun Watson's basically saying they've had a winning season every time he's been there. Every year he's been there, it seems like they go 4-12, and he's like, I gotta go. I need to leave. This organization sucks. Like, yeah, they made a terrible trading away Hopkins. I'm not gonna say he's wrong. The Texans organization is just fucked.
Coach and GM he like screwed them over so hard.
I won't disagree with that, but stop crying like a bitch. All right, sack the fuck up. You're making millions. Play the fucking game.
Yeah.
Where did they trade Hopkins to?
They traded him to Arizona last year. They traded him for a running back who was washed up.
Oh, okay. I don't recall.
And Hopkins was like a fucking stud per usual.
Yeah.
And the running back they traded for sucked per usual.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know the guy's a good quarterback.
Stop holding your bias for him, dude.
I like him.
I get you like him. He's over the hill.
Well, no,
Over the hill.
and I agree that trade was awful. Absolutely, I would never take that trade ever. I'm not even how much I like David Johnson. I'm not stupid
I
enough.
wouldn't have taken that trade if Arizona said, "Here's a number 1 pick to go with him." I still would have said no.
Not for DeAndre Hopkins.
No. Because guess what? Houston traded away their number 1 weapon, and they still don't have a running back.
I'm sensing a very heated debate here. Are you guys about to?
There's no fucking debate.
No,
Nobody's gonna debate that fact.
No, I said I like David Johnson, but I'm not stupid enough to take that trade. I would never do that. It was a dumb trade then. I said it then too. Garbage. DeAndre Hopkins a monster.
Yeah,
like he's one of the best players in the league.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
that's a dumb trade. That Bill O'Brien just destroyed. Just destroyed
that franchise. It's almost like he knew he was getting fired, and he was like, you know what? Fuck this place.
Yeah. Pretty much. He's like,
as an owner, how you can allow that to go through is just beyond me. I mean, the Browns somehow stopped themselves from making a terrible trade. And who knows? It might have been Sashi Brown. Who knows? They almost traded 2 picks for A.J. McCarron, who is no longer in the league.
Oh,
and we almost gave up a 2nd and a 3rd for him.
I remember when that shit was going on.
Yeah. And somehow the facts didn't make it over. That's what should have happened in the DeAndre Hopkins trade.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, speaking of bad trades, as far as the trades that have happened recently, like, what are you guys like most happy about or surprised about? Like, is there anything that caught you up as far as the trades that happened?
Yes, I love that the Browns signed a safety.
Oh yeah,
got me so excited. And he's a solid ass safety too,
and he's young.
John Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson, young. He was a captain last year for the defense in LA. Gonna be a good player.
Isn't it nice? Isn't it nice that we can get excited about our team? Well, yes. If anyone doesn't know, we are avid Browns fans till the day we die.
Yeah.
Surprised we could be excited for a safety pick and not even worrying about quarterbacks whatsoever in the conversation.
Yeah.
So nice.
It is nice not to talk quarterbacks anymore. But you know what's really nice is there's a report that came out after Johnson signed this a little bit. It was just a little bit ago that he turned down multiple offers from other teams and he wanted to come here. Like, this is where he wanted to come. So that fucking gets me hyped that people are like, yeah, this is a destination to come. Yeah. And I saw a couple beat reporters for the Steelers who were saying we didn't end up getting Bud Dupree, but if, you know, we got Bud Dupree, they were like, this team's like ready to go, like Super Bowl contention. Like, because honestly, our offense is there. The Browns really need a defense. They need a defense.
I think that was definitely the one thing holding them back in that surprise playoff run that they made. That if they would have had any type of defense against the Chiefs, it would have helped immensely.
Yeah.
Or that call that could have been reversed for the targeting with the head-to-head, but you know, that's another day.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that was the pivot point to that being like sealed deal.
It's a huge play, but we also had a chance to stop him. We didn't get it done. So
true. But like I said, that's a whole nother discussion. Once football season starts, believe me, we are going to have a full-fledged football segment that we're going to get into like super deep dives about that type of shit.
Deep, dude.
Like, it'll be like CIA
analysis.
Time for run, sports update.
Black Lemon World.
But yeah, player I just brought up, Bud Dupree. He just recently signed with the Titans. Supposedly a multi-year contract worth up to $16.5 million per year. So the dude got fucking paid. That was my number one target. That's who I really wanted. I think him and Garrett would have been fucking just disgusting.
Would have been nasty.
But I like getting a younger safety in his second contract. And I mean, there's still defense. There's so many players out there. So, or at least for the Browns' sake, it's not like the end of the world.
No, I was disappointed to see the Ravens get Zeitler. That means we
Kevin
totally
Zeitler.
lost the Odell Beckham trade, I think.
Why?
For me, that's
a totally different team.
It doesn't matter. We
No.
traded Zeitler.
You're fucking high,
and
dude.
then he goes and signs
That's not
with the
how
Ravens.
trades work, dude.
It doesn't matter. I think that.
No,
just
it
seals
does
the
matter, dude. It does matter.
Well, as far as
that's the worst take
surprises-
you've ever had in your life.
We traded Zeitler over there.
And he got
And
cut.
then-
We win the trade. Odell's still here.
We lost the trade.
No, we didn't.
I'd still rather have Zeitler.
Why? Our offensive line's the best in the league. You're going to replace Zeitler with Wyatt Teller, the highest graded offensive lineman in the league?
I just don't want Odell anymore.
Okay, that's that. Okay, so you have a complete bias. That's a terrible argument. Terrible
Listen,
argument.
he's on the team, but he's not even playing, and we're still doing good. So whether he's here or not, what does it matter?
When he's here, they play awful.
We'll see. We'll see.
Hopefully it changes, but
I hope so too.
We'll have to wait and see. I mean, going off of star players, since we're bringing up Odell, are you guys surprised that J.J. Watt went to Cardinals?
That was surprising.
Because I didn't have them picked as a team that he would even like consider, or like it wasn't even in.
I think that was kind of media driven, because obviously you're going to pick teams that are in contention that could use a pass rusher, like Green Bay, Buffalo. The Browns were linked to him.
Yeah.
I mean, and it seemed like it was like just totally JJ's decision. Like, honestly, he probably could have called the team and been like, "Hey, I want to come play here," and they would have been like, "All right." Like, I mean, he is worth that.
I know, but I don't know if he came to the Browns, I don't know if they would have paid him what he wanted. I think it would have been a money issue that would have come down to.
I agree. Money, and I honestly, this guy's looking to end his career. I think weather played a factor. I know people don't always think that, but I always think back to like when Shaq was at the end of his career and he admitted like, yeah, weather plays a factor when you're a free agent. Like, that's a huge thing. Like when he came to Cleveland, people were like, "Oh, you know, why'd you come here?" And he would always say, "Well, it wasn't the weather." Like, because he literally, like, I mean, it's Shaquille O'Neal. He sucked when he was here, but still, I'm just calling it like I see it, dude.
Well, it's what Tom Brady did. I mean, he went to fucking Florida.
Exactly. Tom Brady, towards the end of his career, Tampa Bay, good young team with a good defense. I'll go there. Good
Wins
weather.
the Super Bowl.
Wins the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Which, I mean, speaking of quarterbacks taking fucking money, Dak Prescott got fucking paid
for nothing.
For nothing.
I mean,
he's garbage.
Let's be real though. He's solid to get a deal, but that deal is fucking ridiculous.
No, the deal's so.
But it proves.
Was it 4 years for how much was it?
It was like
160 million or something like that.
Damn.
I think it was like 140, but like 66 of it was guaranteed or some shit.
Where does he warrant that type of money though? Like, I mean,
nobody warrants that type of money. Let's be honest. Nobody warrants that type of money. But this is what I'll say. Teams look at Tom Brady, and everybody looks at Tom Brady and says, "How does this guy win all these championships? How is his team? His teams are always good. They always have money to spend on defense." You know, when he was in New England, they focused on the defense. They didn't really get him weapons. In Tampa, they have the weapons already, and all they have to do is really focus on the defense. They already have the weapons. It's kind of like this guy's taken. Tom Brady made like $20 million last year. $20 million. That's it. Like Baker Mayfield, his 5th-year option is worth 18, I believe. Like 18.5 million.
Wow.
He's coming off his first contract. So Tom Brady is basically working off like the league average for quarterbacks, and he's the best quarterback in the league. So you get these guys like Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson. I'm sure we'll see Dak in a few years once he loses all his weapons, because there's no way they're going to be able to keep all these guys. Fucking Dallas's defense fucking sucks, and they now have no money to spend on it.
And Ezekiel Elliott's not doing anything for him.
Yeah, and they already paid him. Yeah. They already paid Cooper. Like, that's what I said was stupid. When they paid Amari Cooper before paying Dak, I thought that was dumb. But anyways, like these guys, like Russell Wilson hasn't had a good enough team to make it to the Super Bowl since he signed his contract. Like, he got off his rookie contract. You see that with a lot of guys. They get off their rookie contract, and like that's their window. Like, if you're good to win a Super Bowl, it takes like Jared Goff and the Rams. He took him to the Super Bowl. He signed that contract the year after that. Didn't really make any additions to the team. They lost Todd Gurley. Like, the team just fell apart. I mean, the team was just in the Super Bowl a few years ago. The only team that I can't explain is the Falcons. They didn't really sign anybody, and they have never recovered from that fucking debacle.
That Super Bowl was
Yeah.
atrocious.
Yeah, they never really recovered from that.
It's like
But-
the team's just broken.
Yeah, the team. And Dan Quinn, for a defensive coach, I've never seen a defensive coach make a team's defense worse every year. Like, they never got better, dude. It's like you're a defensive guy. Like, but anyways, I'm totally getting off subject. I could talk about football all day.
Yeah, you and me both.
But another guy that a lot of people were after, Carl Lawson from Cincinnati. He's a pass rusher. He signed with the Jets just under an hour ago for 3 years, $45 million. So he got a nice chunk of change.
It's not bad. They signed what's his face from the Titans too.
Yeah, Corey Davis. That's what I was about to get to. Yeah, he got a pretty good deal too. I don't consider him a really good wide receiver. I would consider him like a tier 3 wide receiver. Like, I don't know.
I'll take Jamison Crowder over him.
I agree. I actually agree with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Jets signed him to a 3-year deal worth $37.5 million, 27 of it guaranteed. That's fucking crazy to me. That's fucking nuts. Yeah, that just blows my mind. My boy Leonard Floyd agreed to a deal with the Rams, 4 years, $64 million. I like that guy. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of fucking money.
That is a lot of money.
Yannick Ndakwe. I always liked him. Thank God he's out of our division. He signed with the Raiders today. 2-year, $26 million deal.
That's a hell of a deal.
It is, but he's outside of Bud Dupree, might be the best pass rusher that was in free agency, in my opinion. I really like Ndakwe.
Yeah.
I'll get to the Patriots in a minute, but the Chargers signed Corey Lindsey, offensive lineman. I think he was the center for Green Bay last year, if I'm not mistaken. They're gonna make him one of the highest paid centers in the league, and he spent the last 7 years in Green Bay. So Aaron Rodgers loses another center. Obviously, we took J.C. Treader from him a few years ago, which he's been a great signing.
Yeah.
The Chiefs finally signed an offensive lineman after releasing 2 of them. Joe Tunley signed him to a 5-year, $80 million deal. Just crazy. Good fucking lineman to replace. They cut both their ends. They cut Mitchell Schwartz and Eric Fisher. So
just got them both out.
yeah. I don't know why they cut Eric Fisher. I mean, he was a number 1 overall draft pick. And I guess they just wanted to move on for him or not pay him. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Mitchell Schwartz, I have a fucking feeling to this day that they let him go because, yeah, he's getting older. Obviously, he's a former Brown, so we know that. But he also opted out last year. I just got this weird feeling that played into it. Like, you quit on us, like, see you later. Here's the door.
I can see that.
I don't know why. I have absolutely no facts to back that up. I just get that vibe. I don't know why.
It's one of those things, you get that feeling, and it's probably true.
Yeah. I don't know what I just did. Hold on. Boo-doo, boo-doo, boo-doo. Live technical errors. We're back. But the Patriots, dude, we can talk about the Patriots now. They spent like $200 million today.
I seen a stat that in the last like 10 years, Belichick never spent only like about 400 million or some shit like that. And just today they dropped like $200 million. It's like, holy
It's
fuck.
insane, bro.
They need an overhaul, though.
They need help.
I'm not surprised at that dollar amount at all. Belichick walked in and kicked that door and said, "Spending every last goddamn dime to get us back to Tom Brady status right the fuck now."
Well, they ain't doing that with Cam Newton. Not unless Cam somehow figures it out.
Or finds the right clothes to wear.
You don't like his style, dude?
I don't think he likes his style. He's got like a new style like every 30 minutes.
He's got to keep it fresh.
Yeah. He's not fresh, dude. He crashes his truck. Oh,
Brady
that was a bad joke.
He hasn't been as good since, or like good basically since was that year that
The
The same year
MVP,
he
dude.
broke his back in that, and then didn't he fuck up his shoulder too? Like,
Yeah. He had
he
the
hasn't been the
shoulder
same
injury,
quarterback,
and I believe when he was coming back from the shoulder injury is when he got in the car accident. He fucked his back up.
He's not been the same dude.
No.
I don't know if he'll ever get back to that. I really doubt he will, just
Dude,
because.
people forget how fucking good he was that year, dude. Like,
He was amazing.
He was a
he
fucking
couldn't be
monster.
stopped, dude. Running, throwing, it didn't fucking matter. The dude was dropping dime. Like,
Yep.
And then just cold turkey, it just
yeah,
flipped.
it's just gone.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, I mean, he might. I don't know. They're definitely probably in the market for another QB for sure. I honestly think they should go after Sam Darnold. That's my opinion.
Really?
You say but dude, I hate Adam Gase. Adam Gase is a fucking horrible
No,
coach.
he is trash. I will agree. He's a fucking awful coach.
Darnold made throws on a fucking terrible team. Fucking terrible.
No, I can't really. I mean,
You've
especially
seen
think
it,
about
dude.
what Case had in Miami. He had Tannehill, Landry.
Yeah.
Who else did he fucking have down? I know just those two for sure. Ever since they've gone to other teams, they've been way fucking better players. Almost like completely. Well, I shouldn't say that about Landry. He's always been a beast. But Tannehill, the change he made going to the Titans, it was like he looks like a totally different quarterback than what he was down there.
Exactly. Let me throw this at you. If Baker Mayfield still had Freddie Kitchens as his coach, you would have a very different opinion on who Baker Mayfield is.
Oh yeah, I would absolutely.
Okay. I want to see Sam Darnold with fucking the Patriots coaching staff, dude. I just want to see it. I want to see what Josh McDaniels can do with them.
I agree, because honestly, there's a reason that Sam Darnold was in the same talk with Baker Mayfield and the other guy, because I know it was three of them.
Josh Allen, yeah.
Yeah, Josh Allen. When we were looking at trying to acquire them to the Browns before we signed Baker Mayfield, there's a conversation. He's not trash. I agree with you, Cody, that I don't think he's in the right organization. People above him, which is literally, like you said, the same Mayfield had.
Yeah.
2 coaches before he had the right fit, and now he can shine. I think Sam Darnold could do that. I don't know about Josh Allen. I mean,
Josh Allen's fucking goated right now.
He's doing what he's doing. He doesn't need no change. I mean, that man to the moon.
Not gonna say I called that one, but you know, he used to get made fun of for being a Josh Allen fan.
He's a beast.
Not gonna tell you who used to make fun of me for being a Josh Allen fan, but
Do you think Josh Allen? You think Josh Allen would have done as good with the Browns as he's doing with the Bills?
Yeah, except for with Freddie Kitchens.
Yeah.
I don't think Freddie knew what the fuck he was doing.
Well, no,
Freddie did not know what he was doing.
not.
Yeah. But I also wanted Sean McDermott as the coach. So
Sean McVay or Sean McDermott?
No, Sean McDermott. Sean McVay. It's the coach of the Rams, dude.
I know, that's all I'm thinking. When you said, I'm thinking Sean McVay. What? Like
Sean Kingston.
Isn't that the guy that sings with Akon or whatever? That's what I thought.
Beautiful.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, it was Sean Kingston. He was like Mr. like one album wonder.
That's what I thought. That's who I thought that was. That's funny.
Good. When you stared, I'm like, please don't let this drop flat. That was a good Sean reference.
Yeah, but I think Josh Allen would have been fine. I do think Darnold's got talent. I don't know. I want to see him with some good coaching.
Yeah, Gase is trash.
Yeah. He's garbage.
I think he could shine. I mean, hopefully. I mean, who knows? Maybe what's his face from the Saints will drop flat and they'll pick up Darnold.
Good. I mean, you could see Darnold as a free agent. I wouldn't be surprised if a team picks him up or tries to trade for him, whatever.
Oh, one thing I wanted to ask you guys as far as a trade, because I was looking at shared. This is more of like an opinion question, because I don't know anything about the Bud Dupree going to the Titans as far as like backstory to it. If he was traded, if
he just signed today.
So he was traded.
Signed today. Free agent.
Okay, so free agent. Do you think that he picked the Titans just because of like how decent they are, or he was just going to pick whoever to get the hell away from the Steelers? Even though he was a free agent, I understand that because of how the Steelers are doing right now.
I think it had a lot to do with money.
With money in general?
Yeah. He's a young kid.
Okay.
This is his first. He's off his rookie contract for the first time. This is his first chance to really get paid. And he is good.
Because I know he was on the Steelers for 6 years.
Yeah, there's no way in hell the Steelers could afford him. The Steelers are like, they don't have any money. They have no money.
Or talent.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
They don't even have enough for a Corvette.
Well, they're losing. They're probably losing Corvette. I don't think they have enough money to sign him either.
I don't
He's
think
still
they
a
want
free
him.
agent. I think he lands in Green Bay. I think Green Bay's a perfect fit for Juju.
You think so?
Would be a solid
I
fit,
do.
yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, first of all, obvious reason. They have a solid running game. And Devontae Adams. When Juju was the number 2 to Antonio Brown, Juju was fucking good. Like,
Yeah.
Juju was a
He
beast.
monster.
Because
You don't think that he would try to go with Antonio?
No, Antonio's a free agent right now. I think Antonio's done. He might resign. You might see him resign with Tampa Bay, but I think Antonio's done.
Hmm?
He didn't really do anything
know.
with Tampa.
Well, we might see some J.J. Watt, Tom Brady things with Juju and Antonio.
Maybe. But, which speaking of Tampa Bay, I think they re-signed Gronk today, right before we started this.
They better have.
I think they did. 1 year, $10 million, I think.
I know they re-signed Shaq Barrett too, which would be
Yeah,
solid,
that sucked.
yeah.
I wanted the Browns to go after him, but
That would have been nasty.
that would have been sick.
After what Gronk did in the Super Bowl with Brady, they would have been dumb not to bring him back at least free.
Yeah.
Like,
This is
if they're
dumb,
trying to
dude.
do-
Like, Gronk shouldn't be able to get open, but he just does. It's the same thing we say about Travis, like Travis Kelce. I mean, he's just why is he open? Why? Just don't
They just like
understand.
lose track of him or something. It doesn't make sense. It makes no sense.
They're fucking
like-
huge human beings. How do you lose them?
Well, we say that not knowing like the perspective, like on the field when there's just massive men running around,
Yeah.
like crazy, and you're like, "Where's Kelsey? Where?" People are just getting laid out. We're in the stands, like he's right fucking there.
I don't even know what you're talking about, but it's fucking hilarious.
You don't know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about. Okay,
I'm talking
the-
about
listen.
X's and O's, brother.
X's and O's. You could look at it from up top on paper and you're like, it's this easy. But when you're in the shit, all right, it's a little different perspective.
I understand what you're saying. Just the way you were explaining it was just fucking hilarious.
It's like, we're here and they're there, man. You don't understand.
H2O.
Because I always tell myself that, not to get too much off track, but I always tell myself that when I was yelling at and I'm like, you should have went left. Why did you cut right? It was wide open. And I'm like, I don't know what the hell he just saw because it's a little different from my vantage point.
You mean
like,
he doesn't
this
have the all 22 in the helmet visor, dude?
No, he doesn't.
I
just got-
thought every player had the fucking Madden view, dude.
No, but I always forget that. Then I'm like, oh, clear as day for me. But
Yeah.
all he's looking at is like angry men ready to kill him.
Yeah.
But I digress.
I think that's about it for who signed today.
As far as like major ones,
Yeah. Just double checking right here. Make sure nothing major just dropped. Oh, well, the defensive end that the Patriots signed, Wise, his contract is finally released. It's 4 years, $30 million, 10 fully guaranteed. So that will push, that'll push, I think, $206 million that they've spent today.
god damn.
So much money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hey though,
Insane.
I'm not surprised they can spend it.
Oh, they signed your boy Nelson Aguilar, dude.
Woo woo.
Whoa, whoa. 2 years, 26 mil, too, dude.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
Sign me up. I'll go catch nothing for that much. God damn. I'll take a beating for one game. I probably won't survive, but I'll have the money to pay for the medical bills.
And then you'll be right back to square one, too.
all Nick needs is that guaranteed pay, not the stuff that comes after it. He's like, I'll take one good hit. That money. Wait, it's a $10 million contract. I only get 2. Lay me out. I'll take the $2 million. I'll leave.
Get Ricardo Lockett in there.
Oh, Ricardo Lockett. R.I.P., brother. That guy
Yeah.
got knocked the fuck out.
Still got paid.
He did get paid. He did get paid. That's true.
That's what we're talking about here. Bottom line, not injuries. We're talking bottom line.
It's all about the margin.
It's money in my pocket.
Oh shit.
It's like, dude, you're crippled now for life. Yeah, but I'm rich.
I'm rich, bitch.
I'm gonna get the nicest of wheelchairs. You don't even know. Well, yeah, that, I mean, if that's what you're saying, because I've been out of the loop with like, you know, a lot of the stuff in football and whatnot, but obviously I know about the players to keep up. So that'll pretty much do it as far as football goes with current events. I know we have some big movie drops this week that are going to be coming out, and which is why it's coming up in our current event episode today, as we have talked about episode. First one that's going to hit is Winter Soldier Falcon, and we are going to be.
You say it every time, dude. Every fucking time. I gotta stop you. Every time you say Winter Soldier Falcon, it's Falcon and the Winter's fucking Soldier, dude.
I quit. I'm just gonna quit.
I told that to Nicholas last week. I'm like, every time Adam says Winter Soldier and the Falcon, it's the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
That time he just said Winter Soldier Falcon. Like it's all one person. It's like Man Bear Pig.
He's a Winter Soldier Falcon.
He's half winter, half soldier, and half falcon.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's the blizzard. Jesus.
Anyways, yes, I fucked that up. But what are you gonna do? This is what you get when you fucking come here and I'm in of you know, leading conversation. But I'm super stoked for this movie. I don't deserve to watch it for getting the name
TV
wrong,
show.
but
I'm here all night. Don't worry.
God damn it. That's like the third time that I've done that too.
That's
I'm
a
holding
fact.
up 4 fingers.
Just preemptive murder, dude.
He's already calling.
You've been thinking about it 4 times.
I'll just call him the next time I'm gonna do it.
Calling my shot, bitch.
Oh, all right, Cody, please save me. We're gonna just roll the fucking trailer. We're gonna watch a trailer
Roll the
live
clip.
before I even do this.
All right, let me set it up here. Let me set it up.
Save me from myself. Oh God.
It feels like it belongs to someone else. That shield represents a lot of things to a lot of people. Symbols are nothing without the women and men that give them meaning. We need
He
someone
looks like Luke Skywalker.
to
I'll say it.
inspire us again.
Yeah, he does.
The world's more complicated now.
We're never gonna stop. This world is ours. There's no going back.
It doesn't have to be a war.
It already is.
We can't lose this fight. If we do this, we're gonna do it our own way. So we're partners, co-workers. Not necessarily a team. No. We look damn good, though.
I'll say it. He looks like Luke Skywalker.
He does. I mean, I've
Yeah.
seen test photos of him with the hair on top, and it's fucking mint, man.
Now hold on. I want to show you something.
All right.
I want to show you something here. I pointed this out to Nicholas. I know you haven't seen this trailer yet, but I pointed this out to Nicholas earlier. I mean, we watched it together.
I couldn't help but notice. It's a little bit before this part, isn't it?
Was when he jumped up with his arm?
No.
Oh, because it looked like there was something weird with his hand. Like it was bad CGI when he was
like
on top
right
of
in
the
here.
truck.
Has to be a war.
I'm gonna pause
It already is.
We can't lose this fight. If we do,
You notice anything funny about these bullets that have been shot?
They're actually not expended? Jesus Christ. Those are full rounds.
Full rounds. Somehow the entire cylinder has found its way through the barrel. It's impressive. It's massively impressive, ladies and gentlemen. These are
all the bad
reusable
rounds.
bullets.
He just dropped them, a handful of them. He's like, oh fuck.
That's
That is so bad.
I pointed this out earlier, and when I watched this with Kim earlier today, and it was the first thing I caught watching it the first time through, and I was like, wait a minute, what was that? It's just blatant. There's no attempt to have any knowledge of how bullets work for an action TV show. Honestly, this should be movie quality. They're better than this. They're better than this. I mean, this is a super picky.
Who they got directing this? Hacksaw Ridge.
Nobody gets shot on his watch, dude. But
It's almost like like
come
bloopers like you see in movies that are like blatant and you don't even realize. In what was it, Lord of the Rings, when they show Gandalf the White standing there in an open field, but like he's got white Converse on underneath his robes, and you're like, really, bro?
We can do that.
That's bad. That's bad. I mean, that is like simple like information like finding of how bullets work. I mean, there should be empty casings, and you see the full fucking round.
Yeah.
I think it's somebody just dropping their ammo on accident, really.
That's what Kim said. She's like, maybe someone dropped their magazine. I was like, that's possible. We won't know until we see the show.
No one does a slow-mo shot of rounds hitting the ground like that unless they're being shot.
They're trying to tap into something new, dude. It's a new creative angle, okay?
Like, what are they going to do? Winter Soldier's like, my arm malfunctioned. And they're like, slow-mo bullet drop. He dropped all his rounds. What's going to happen?
That's exactly what they're trying to do, dude.
But don't take my word for it. Dun-dun-dun.
Reading Rainbow.
Oh, God.
Let's take a look. The CGI is fucked. That is bad. I'm surprised I didn't catch that at first. I was in like the whole trance of the trailer.
Yeah. No, and I get it. And I mean, you can be. You can watch that and totally not see it. But I just happened to just notice it. And I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
The only thing that I
better
saw
than that.
when you did your rewind that I thought you were going to bring up was when Falcon went to fly out of that warehouse, and there was something that flew out of the sky and met with him as he hit and exited the door.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, so I don't know what that was, but it was very faint. There was something that flew out and met with him when he was flying out, like he was calling something. So I don't know what that is a connection to, but I thought that's where you were getting at. And
no, I was just pointing out stupidity.
Yes, absolutely.
No.
That was bad.
Yeah,
but that trailer's dope.
Yeah, it was dope.
I mean, I love the Super Bowl trailer that they did, where they made it like that buddy cop type of feel, you know, and they showed like the humor in it. And now you get like the serious side of it, and they masked, villains and I'm so excited for that. Drops this Thursday. Friday?
Yeah, the Snyder cut for Justice League drops Thursday.
Oh, that's right, the 18th. I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna try anymore.
You're fired, bro.
I'm totally fired. Well, this will be my last episode, folks. I'm gonna leave it over to these guys, the experts.
Are there any followers who want to host the show?
Yeah, anybody.
Special guest host.
Just like what we talked about with football and the Browns. I mean, let's just drag someone out the street and have them throw balls to the rest of the team. They'll probably do better.
Yeah. But no, the Snyder cut is coming out Thursday. I am. Early reviews out of that are pretty good, but I mean, early reviews out of everything are pretty good. Early reviews out of Last Jedi were good. So
That is true. I mean, I saw, was it yesterday? They had it at Rotten Tomatoes. Snyder Cut was at like a 73, 74%. And
Yeah.
everyone was like, oh, of course it's going to have that. And I'm like, well, I mean, it doesn't mean that they're like giving it like a bigger rating than it should have. But I think they're just happy that it's like a solid, fleshed out film, which is hard. It's not hard to do when you're doing a fucking hour.
Yeah.
I would say that like if you can't do it in 4 hours and it makes sense, there's a problem. But I think it's gonna look fantastic. I mean, I've heard a lot of great things.
Yeah, I think my favorite review so far has been there's absolutely zero Wheaton footage from his redo of the Justice League movie that was fucking ass, the one that actually came out. There's zero footage that he filmed in these films, as it should be, and it should be Snyder's full vision. And there's like a little cult starting for I forget how they restore the Snyderverse or something like that. They're calling it.
So I got a question because I obviously don't really know this stuff. So was Snyder like the guy who originally was supposed to do it or something like that, and they just kind of scrapped it or something and had a different guy do it? Or
Yeah, Zack Snyder was going to direct the film. He started directing it. He did not finish it because I believe his daughter had like an aneurysm or something.
Yeah, there was like a personal
matter. It was a very serious medical issue. Or maybe maybe she committed suicide. She tried to commit suicide. I think that's what it was.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't remember the specific. I just know it was like really personal that he had like.
Both of those are horrible. Both options
really
that
tragic.
I came up with are terrible. But it's one of those two. And
I was like, fuck, how you gonna top an aneurysm? Oh, suicide? Oh my God.
Take your pick. He had to go.
But like, fuck.
Adam, maybe you can look it up right now, but
I'll look it up.
I think his daughter tried to commit suicide. I want to say she's like 13 or 15, somewhere in that range too.
Shit,
he fully removed himself from the project.
Okay.
And they brought in, I believe, James Wheaton is his name. And he did what DC wanted. And that's the problem with DC movies, is Warner Brothers steps in and does whatever the fuck they want and changes everything, and it's ass. They don't get it. That's the main problem. The Marvel movies are good because everyone involved knows what should be going on and allows it to happen. They don't step in and shit. So, Did you figure out what it was?
Yeah, I did. So you were right about the suicide. It wasn't attempted suicide. It was actually the filmmaker's daughter died by suicide in March,
she
prompting him to take a break from work and hire Josh Whedon to finish the Warner Brothers superhero pick. And he said, in quotes, he said, "I've decided to take a step back from the movie to be with my family, be with my." So she actually did commit suicide.
Okay.
So it was a very legitimate reason why he just had to exit the situation. So. And then the WB, Warner Brothers came in and just like made it a bad situation worse.
Yeah. The movie they ended up putting out was ass. I watch every superhero movie because I grew up. I mean, you guys could probably see in my background. I've got 2 DC fucking prints right there of Batman prints. But they fucking absolutely destroyed that movie. I mean, I didn't even finish it. I still to this day have not fully watched that Justice League movie because it's so bad.
It's not.
I can't finish it. It's terrible.
It's terrible. I don't recommend that you even watch it before you watch this to understand the differences and enjoy it. Most of that movie, which my complaint was, and a lot of people, was that you see them together a lot. Not only do they not flesh out a lot of why they're even together, but they're just always standing around talking to each other and like talking about shit and like going over stuff. And then you don't see them really fight or do anything until the very end.
It's almost like a Fast and the Furious movie. Like all of a sudden we're family, but there's no fucking connect. There's more connection in Fast and the Furious than there is in this Justice League movie. It's like they don't explain why they need to come together. They just need to.
Yeah, and that's
like Marvel made the Avengers, so here we are.
Yeah, and it's a perfect analogy because literally they're standing around like they're just planning the heist for the entire movie.
Yeah,
the heist, but it's like
it's ass. Bad. It's bad, and I didn't even finish it. So, supposedly they he picked up the shit that he had filmed, and he just picked up where he left off. And it was supposed to be 2 movies, I believe, right? He was supposed to do 2 movies.
There was 2 reports. There was originally they were supposed to do 2 movies, and then they were all had the thought that it was a rumor, but I found that there was actually more legitimacy to that they were going to do it episodically. They were tailoring around with that idea, but I think more so they wanted to. They tackled with the idea of doing it episodically.
I gotta say something. You've been cutting out a little bit, and every time you said episodically, it just cut out every word you said after that until you said episodically again.
Yeah.
Like, we've been keeping a straight face while you've been cutting out, but that one was just way too good. But I understand what you were trying to say.
Yeah, Discord can't handle my big word dictionary background I have here.
You break its brain right when you do it, it triggers it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, shut up.
What?
Like Rexzilla. What? Yeah, so basically they want this guy to kind of have his vision for where the universe was going to go. Like, you have the MCU where you have all these Marvel movies that connect and intertwine with each other. That's basically what they want Zack Snyder to be in charge of, connecting all these storylines together.
Okay.
Because quite honestly, they don't.
So,
They
like,
don't at all. None of them.
When he came back, did he just pick up where he left off and just finished it and shit like that? Or
I think so. I think he had what he had and he finished. Because I think that's why, I know obviously Adam said it was a rumor, but it was going to be 2 films. That's why it's 4 hours long. But they just put it all in one. It's the whole. And you get Doomsday in it, dude. I mean,
that's pretty sweet.
Yeah. And there's a lot of fucking kids. I hate kids, dude. Actually I love kids, but stupid kids, I can't stand them. Who are like, oh, this is the DC's Thanos. It's like, okay, let's be honest. If we're being historically accurate about this, Thanos was created because of Doomsday, and Doomsday is way stronger than fucking Thanos wishes he could be. Okay, I don't care if he has the Infinity Gauntlet; he's getting his fucking ass beat. Okay,
Yes.
Honestly, I'm just calling it like I see it.
No, that's true. Because I when I was doing research on the movie, I didn't know much about it. I found out like people doing that comparison because I that, and they're like Doomsday would beat the ever.
Yeah, he would beat the ever living shit out of him.
And when I did more research, I was like, oh, he'd murder him.
There's actually quite a few characters that Marvel stole from DC, but that's a whole. I might do a video with Mason on that. Just to talk about this, to set some fucking people straight. But
and I would probably say you could say vice versa. You know, they probably did the same thing.
They did, but not as much.
We have a guest on the show.
Not as much.
We have a guest on the show here.
Yeah, what is this? Patrick?
Oh yeah, Patrick. That's Patrick Starr.
No, this is Patrick. Looks like he found a seat, dude.
If you're listening and not watching, I'm sorry, but yeah, you're missing some good quality cat content here.
Kitty cat.
It's just a cat's ass right there. I mean, honestly.
Got the cat's ass.
One fun fact about this movie, even though, because they had, from what I heard, they had 2.5 hours of footage sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
So even though he came back to do it, he had all that footage, and that they actually had to not reshoot, but shoot for this was what?
You cut out there.
Yeah.
It was
can't win.
Every time I'm like, how long will it last?
That one lasted quite a while.
It did. I thought you were going to finish your whole thing because you were doing this. And I'm like, I don't know what he's saying.
I was trying to read your lips too so I could like get it, but it was tough.
Before I cut out.
Dog water? Your dog water?
Exactly. You motherfucker. But yeah, they had 2.5 hours of footage on the floor, so they put that in. The only thing that they shot, which I give up. What? Did it do it again?
The only thing they shot Noop. Godzilla. That's what it looks like. Godzilla, dude.
All right, you go with the next thing. Just know they had to spend $70 million to get this redone, so they even spent that much more money.
That came through perfectly.
I picked up everything. Maybe you just got to come in a little bit closer, dude.
La 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 la.
Wow, that's the best audio you've had all day.
Obviously. Just put your mouth on it.
I got to shove my face into it. Hello. 70 million. Doug Speedman.
Walter Cartwright.
Yeah, I'll just do it like this from now, and hopefully it'll go through. So yeah, 2.5 hours of footage, and they put it through.
and they spent $70 million on it. That's kind of crazy to spend $70 million
Shit ton of money.
because honestly, they weren't going to release this. It was like a huge fan push that actually forced them to be like, all right. I think the pandemic too had something to do with it. Yeah, there was fans who were like, release the Snyder Cut, release the Snyder Cut. It was like a huge thing on Twitter. And they were finally like, fine, we'll do it. And they signed a deal with HBO. I wonder what that deal was. How much
I don't know,
HBO paid for that.
But guaranteed, like you said, pandemic and the combination of everyone going hardcore streaming with the theatrical releases.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, this wouldn't have come out.
No,
like,
I
at all.
agree. I fully agree. Dude, HBO's been killing it with fucking signing like new movies that are coming out in theaters and HBO Max. It's like fucking HBO must be spending some money, bro.
Yeah, and they just actually changed where they came out with a cheaper version of HBO, and they said it wasn't even because they were worried about like money or anything like that, but you could pay less for their service, but it comes with ads now.
Fuck.
So you could get it even cheaper if you
I
just
mean, it's
want to deal
only
with ads.
$15 as it is. It's pretty comparable to every fucking streaming service out
Yeah.
there.
But to even get it cheaper, just to have to deal with a couple little ads,
Yeah.
like you're getting movie releases at home same day, I'll deal with that to save a couple bucks.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, I pay like $70 for YouTube TV, and honestly, they just got rid of STO, so I can't watch Indians games on it. I'm thinking about just canceling it. I mean, I have HBO Max, I have fucking Netflix, I have Hulu.
We're-
Like,
we're
what the
gonna
fuck do I
drop
need it
ours.
for?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were saying here because we have all the services with the movie releases. Like, why are we paying for internet?
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
It's crazy.
Other than the unlimited on demand that you can record all the shows you don't have time to watch, that's the only thing that's like good about it is they have unlimited storage for DVR. Other
Yeah.
than that, I could care less.
Yeah. But yeah, who knows?
But yeah, I'm excited for all these releases. Like you said, we got Falcon and Winter Soldier coming out,
There
which
you
is
go.
a TV series, not a movie.
There you go.
And
Episodic,
then, yeah,
dude. Episodic.
episodically. That is a big word.
Darren Ree.
Herman Ree.
Herman Ree.
I wanted to say it before, but I was like, ah.
Yeah, a lot of you who are watching and listening don't know. Watching
We were watching what,
Sorry.
dude? What we were watching?
Herman Ree
There you go.
videos. One of the guitarists from Dragon Force before this, so we keep saying Herman Lee like Herman Ree. It's funny.
Herman Ree.
Herman Ree. But yeah, I'm excited for these movies. One thing I do want to say about the Snyder Cut that I thought was interesting. A lot of people, even though they said this was better, they did say even if this was released in theaters, it wouldn't have worked as a movie release. A lot of people who have watched it and big reviewers on YouTube were like, it's good on here, but this would not have worked in theaters. And I was very curious on if you guys can insight on that. Why would you think that people would be saying that? Because I've been thinking about it myself, and I'm like, do they mean as a 4-hour movie, like a Lord of the Rings type of? They just do, or are they talking about a 2-parter that just would just fall flat?
Here's
That's why I feel the length would have something to do with it.
the length. Definitely. I mean, the length plays a factor. But let's be honest. I mean, Endgame was like 3 hours long. I was entertained the entire time. But here's the difference. Here's where I think the length is a difference. This movie, from all the reviews I've read, does a great job of character building and making you understand why these guys need to come together. Something we just talked about how the other one just fell completely flat on. If that's true, that is going to take time. I guarantee you that's what 2 hours of this movie is character building, each plot on why they come together, which is like its own movie in itself. So it's almost like you're sitting there and you're like, okay, character development. Like, I want some action. I want some like real action. And you're not going to get it to the end. And hopefully it fucking pays off at the end. It's not easy to do. I mean, Endgame definitely paid off at the end. But if we're being honest about it, like, in between stuff in Endgame's not that great. But the end of Endgame it's epic. I mean, it's fucking epic. So
Well, I did see.
we'll see.
I did see that a lot of people were saying, as you were talking about fleshing out more of the backstory, why the build-up is the build-up, why they come together. And correct me if I'm wrong, Cody, because I've been horrible about fucking getting things accurate tonight. But the guy who plays Cyborg, right? Is it
Yeah.
Cyborg?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God I got that right. I was pretty positive on that. The original cut of the movie, they barely do anything on his backstory other than like showing him like why he becomes Cyborg. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to know any more about this, which you haven't seen it,
Nicholas doesn't, dude.
They pretty much cut out all of his backstory stuff in the original cut of the movie.
Yeah.
And they said in this movie, like, they threw in all of it. And they're like, this makes complete sense now. You give more feeling to that character. Same thing with Aquaman. Even a couple scenes in there before he shows up in the Justice League, they said they gave you more reason as still, like, denying his, like, and roots and why he doesn't want to be with them, and like doesn't still want to join the Justice League, and they flesh that out more. I mean, they go so much more detail from what I saw on like IGN reviews and more independent reviews, and that's what, like, I know I enjoyed this movie. Like, it'll still be amazing, but I'm more interested in the character development.
Yeah. No, I agree. And that's what I'm saying, though. It's going to take time to develop that, and I think that's where in a theater it could get like a little, especially with how theaters are now with the couches and shit. Like, you might fall asleep during this movie, bro.
Yeah,
like, honestly, I've fallen asleep in the theater before because of those chairs and because the movie was just ass. Hot take: it was the latest Pirates of the Caribbean. Fell asleep during it. Terrible. Anyways,
those are my guilty pleasure.
I know. Some NFL breaking news that just happened. While we were talking about this, Trey Hendrickson, probably the last big name pass rusher left in free agency.
Yeah.
Signed with the Bengals of all teams.
Don't they need offensive line help?
Yeah, they do, but this is a huge contract. 4 years, $60 million, 32 of it guaranteed. Fucking insane money.
Over half?
Yeah, over half of it is whoo! All right. Now Bud Dupree's full contract is in. More breaking news coming hot and heavy. Fucking Bud Dupree's 5-year contract worth up to $85 million.
Holy
fuck. My fuck, dude.
From the Titans?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Wowzers. You know, I gotta say this for anybody who's listening that's a Browns fan. A sneaky name out there that I think you could see the Browns sign for like $9 million, $8 million is Jadeveon Clowney.
That'd be a solid signing.
I could see that. I could see that.
That cheap too. That'd be solid.
Wouldn't be mad about it.
No,
not
at all.
He's not a pass rusher anymore, but he stops the run like a motherfucker. So
it does.
We need that shit for
sure.
Yeah,
we do.
That and fucking the secondary.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if over the next couple of years, since we're talking about the Browns specifically, we don't start like cannibalizing that team and bringing a lot of their good talent over to us.
Yeah.
And like literally
just
stripping
their team up, dude. Just cooking them.
Just take it away and just strip them down and then just beat them to the ground every single year. Because they're going to look to us in the division and be like, do I want to be here anymore?
Look at that sign up there. Look at that beautiful sign up there in a corner. Pittsburgh sucks.
The biggest of dicks.
Fun fact, the autograph right there on that foam finger is Myles Garrett's.
Blah, blah.
Blah, blah. I also have Baker's on that elf.
Oh, which, by the way,
and
speaking
Joe
of
Hayden's.
Browns and enemy team hatred, at the wedding that I was at this weekend, the other half of the family that was marrying into our family are all fans.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm glad you cut out because I don't know who the team is. I don't want to know. I don't know. I think you said Ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Don't ugh me. You used to be a Ravens fan, dude.
What?
Now the whole podcast knows, dude. All the followers. It's out.
For like 10 minutes, like one night. And my
one
dad,
night for 10 minutes, dude. But it was real enough to scar me for life, dude.
I was like 10. I didn't even know what the hell I was talking about.
Yeah.
I don't even
betrayal,
know you
dude.
anymore, Nick. I don't even know you.
It's really not that big a deal.
Oh, it's the biggest of deals, dude.
That's the closest thing that I have to another team related in our division, and it has nothing to do. All right.
Yep. It's a fact.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Anywho, before I cut out again, what other current stuff you guys got on your mind? Because I think that was pretty much it for me.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We've got the baseball podcast coming up. Wednesday.
Yeah, we got that Wednesday.
Yeah. So I think we're doing, what are we doing? The AL East, right?
AL East.
AL East. So we'll get into the shitty Yankees, the Red Sox, Rays. So, yeah.
There's
Fuck
only
the
one
Yankees.
player in the Yankees I like, so
Corey Kluber.
fuck the rest of the team.
Sucks that he's on the Yankees, dude.
It sucks so bad.
Of all teams.
I know.
And he's about to come back and dominate. Watch.
Probably. Wouldn't surprise
That's
me.
what's gonna hurt.
Would not surprise me.
That's like when when CC Sabathia was he was the one of the pitchers for the Indians, right?
Yeah. Look at
Yeah,
you.
he was that bigger guy, right?
Yeah. You can
And
call
I
him fat,
remember-
dude. Go ahead. Call him fat.
Well, no, like what I was going to ask is,
He doesn't want to
'cause
body shame.
I know he went to the Yankees. Did he go to the Yankees right from the?
No, we traded him to the Brewers.
Okay, that's what I was going to
Yeah.
say, because I remember he ended up on the Yankees, and that hurt me when that happened. I was like, huh. I was like, why?
We actually got Michael Brantley in that trade. So
Yeah, we did.
Well,
Solid.
Fun fact.
I only know minute things, so I'm glad I could surprise you.
yeah.
Yeah, that I remember that, because I remember it was like, oh, big man on the mound, fucking throwing heat. I was like, I love this guy. It
Hat
was like,
cocked to the side. Let's get it.
I was like, that's the only reason I love that dude. I was like, you fucking go, buddy. You get up there and just shame these motherfuckers. I'll eat donuts and roast your ass. Dude, I love that guy. I miss that dude. Sorry. That's like
You're
my
good.
only, like,
You're good.
it's my only like baseball fandom that I can think of off the top of my head. Besides like the 90s Indians that I had baseball cards of that I still have to this day, I have to find. I have like Ken Griffey Jr. cards and shit that I need to fucking find. Or not Kenny Lofton.
Kenny Lofton. There you go.
Yeah, Kenny Lofton. That's who it was. Kenny Lofton.
Almost the same player. One's like the greatest baseball player of all time. The other one's
I
like
know.
Yeah.
a really good
Well,
outfielder.
I had the Ken in my head, and I defaulted GOAT. So
I mean, they did go back and forth for Gold Gloves in that era, so I can't blame you too much.
See, look at me. I'm talking baseball.
We're talking tribe.
I'm in the big boys club now. Does that
shit.
redeem all my fuck ups earlier or no?
No.
Okay.
I was gonna be merciful.
No
I was gonna say
mercy.
yes.
No commercials, no mercy, dude.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
But yeah. So if you've gotten to us this far and you haven't disconnected because of my fuck ups, I appreciate. But yeah, see, I even get laughs from my.
It's just
friends
funny
that
that
I-
you said if you haven't disconnected because of my fucking cutout.
Are you
I'm
serious?
dead ass.
Yeah.
Dude, it was perfect. That's a TikTok.
I was gonna say we're making TikToks into making people. But yeah, I think that's gonna pretty much do it before anything else. Did it happen again? Seriously?
Maybe.
All right,
maybe.
Cody, take us out. End this thing before I fucking murder
All right, man.
myself.
All right, man. I got this. Let's do it. Thank you guys for joining us. My name's Adam Jr. and
No, just kidding. No, but yeah, we'll see you guys Wednesday. Baseball podcast. Hopefully that final spot fills up soon. And hopefully it's you that gets into the league. We're doing that draft Sunday, I believe. What is it, 7 or 7:30? I forget what time we set it for.
I think it was 7.
7 or 7:30. Sunday, the 28th of March will be the draft. Season starts April 1st. So it's a couple days before the season starts. So yeah, we'll do that. I think me and Nick have a draft, like our big draft we do every year is Wednesday the 31st. So I think our plan is right now, just to tease this, we're going to live stream that. Like live stream it, not record and then post it. I think we're going to live stream it. And then, which I think will be our first live stream video, unless we decide to do them before that. But, and we're going to do the giveaway before the draft starts for the video game. So we're going
That'll
to
be the show giveaway.
yeah, we'll raffle out the video game live, so there's no fucking shenanigans. And then yeah, we'll do our draft. You guys come in, comment, tell us who to pick. We'll tell you no. And yeah, should be a good time. And then yeah, we'll watch Winter Soldier and the Falcon on Friday.
Winter
whatever.
Soldier Falcon.
Yeah, Winter Soldier Falcon. Winter Soldier Falcon. Yeah, we'll watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Friday. We'll have that video up. That video might just be me and Mason. Adam might be traveling. Hopefully to the store to get a new mic.
Listen,
And
I
then,
I will do my best.
Where'd you get that mic? At the toilet store?
And then we'll probably have a full review for you coming up with the Snyder Cut, what we think. Maybe we'll watch Nick watch it since he has absolutely no prior knowledge to see what it's like just to watch this movie and just, get a feel for all those superheroes.
A raw review.
A raw review from Nicholas Brankham.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. I'll have to take notes for 4 fucking hours. I'll definitely take some notes.
He definitely takes some notes. Honestly, dude, I could come over. We could watch it together so I can kind of explain some shit. But
all right.
Yeah, I think that's about it. It's gonna be a busy week coming up. Kind of excited. There's a lot of shit going on this week. So, and then I don't know if you want to tease us, Adam. If you don't.
Go ahead.
But
Go
ahead. Sunday, I think we're gonna do Sunday fun days in the Cantina. So might hop on here and just maybe we do those live, dude. We just hop on live, drink, and just talk to.
That's what I was going to tell you about. Man.
Yeah.
That's I wanted to tease if I don't cut out here. We wanted to start doing live podcasts so that we can get actual interactions with people. And hear your comments live. Put them in the actual episodes and stuff like that. We want to get more interaction, and yeah, that would be great to do Sunday drinks.
Yeah, you were doing so good. You were doing so good.
You know what I'm trying to say. Just tell the people.
Sunday fun day, man. We'll have a few drinks. Hopefully you guys will have a few drinks. Join us. It's a chill, relaxed Sunday to end the day. Get ready for the next work week. And yeah, that's about it. We'll just talk about whatever. We'll bullshit about whatever. You guys want to talk about something? Come in and talk about it. You got problems you want to talk about? Come in and talk about them. Just like at the bar, man. Just won't be face to face. We'll just be screen to screen. You know what I'm saying? What's so? Why you got like the creepiest smile on your face, bro? Like you're just so angry, but you're just smiling.
Because I came back thinking that I was going to have my setup and be all randy dandy, ready to go, and God hates me.
God had nothing to do with you forgetting to pack, Mike. I'll tell you that right now, brother.
It wasn't God, dude. It was the Dinglebergs.
It's a Dingleberg.
I would talk good on the podcast too if I had a mic.
That was perfect. You cut out when you did that. That was perfect. Oh man, you can't make this shit up.
No, you can't.
But all right, guys. So me and Nicholas will see you Wednesday. Maybe Adam will see you guys Friday. To be determined. We'll see. He might be in Vegas, partying it up. So until then, we will see you guys Wednesday. Peace.